The typing of the dead. Overkill.
Hello and welcome to another God is a Geek Let's Play video. As you can see, we're looking at the typing of the dead Overkill this time. Now, the House of the Dead Overkill came out a couple of years ago, and the entire game is actually included here. So if you click on this crazy bikini-clad zombie thing, you can play the entire game with mouse. You can't, it's a light gun game essentially. The House of the Dead series of games are light gun games, so there's no keyboard controls or anything like that. You can't move around the House of the Dead with a keyboard. You just use the mouse to shoot zombies in the face. But the whole point of this Let's Play video and the whole point of the game, the Typing of the Dead, is to play the Typing of the Dead. And it's exactly how it sounds. Let's replay the first level. It's exactly what it sounds like. You have to type things in order to shoot the zombies in the head. And I apologise in advance for the clicking sound of the keyboard. As I said, you do have to type things in order to kill the zombies. So there'll be probably the background noise of the keyboard. It's 70s B-movie stuff, so it's terrible acting, terrible videos, things like that, but that's all part of the fun, that's all part of what it's supposed to be. But we'll skip the video because we want to get into the gameplay and show off the Typing of the Dead. So you can see words pop up. Sometimes they mean something, they can be relevant. A lot of the times they're not. You press tab in order to pick up objects. You may have seen it just then. Typing stuff and talking at the same time. Yeah, there's like pickups and stuff, stuff that slows down time. There might be collectibles and things like that. So basically, how I do it is just keep smashing tab button, because a lot of the times you won't see anything popping up because you've got no control over. It's not on rails. It's a light gun shooter, so you don't have any control over where your character is going to be going, anything like that. One thing to notice is the colour of the border around the word that's popping up for each specific zombie. It will change based on which one it wants you to do first. It's basically warning you which one's going to attack you first. Chop up. One thing, you don't have to do spaces. I do spaces just out of habit of like typing. So if I see a space, chances are I'll type it, but you don't have to. You do have to, however, do punctuation. So if it comes up and if a word's got an apostrophe in it or anything like that, you do have to type those because it counts it as part of the word. So like that, I had to type the apostrophe in that one. Don't know why. Basket. Arty of snakes. Caveman. A lot of the time you will start typing the wrong word, and if you start typing the wrong word, you have to either finish the word and go back or press the backspace button. But the backspace button doesn't just delete the last letter that you wrote. It deletes the entire word. So if it's a long word and you're quite near the end of it, you press the backspace button. I do it a lot of the times just because of habit. Because when I'm writing reviews or anything like that, chances are I'll write at least a couple of wrong words, and I tend to press backspace quite a lot. And in this game, it's a detriment because it means that I have to type the entire word again. Even if I may think I've just got one word wrong or one letter wrong, so I keep meaning to remove one letter, but it removes the entire word, and kind of mess myself up in that way. Bells and whistles. Health there. I'll have that health. Thank you. L-N-N. I've already started typing that word, so it won't let me do the N. N. There we go. Brutal. Some of the words are okay because you can expect some of them to come. Duck. But some of them are just crazy words that you will never. And that it does tend to throw words at you that are spelt weird. Like earlier on in the game, it put feces, you know, A before E and all that. Yeah, party. Whoa, he went flying in the. I don't know what happened to him. Super Donkey Ball. Afraid of. He's gonna hit me. Thumbs. Oh, there we go. I need to just be quicker on that draw. Tap the tab button, see if we can pick anything up. Yeah, there we go. Could do with one of those slow down things. I'm okay for health, so one of those slow down things would be nice, but no. There we go, slow down thing. Oh, I really didn't need it right now, and there's not much happening. You've got skull, dirty, bubbly, no, personality. Cut. Okay. Not bad, come on. Smash that tab button, see if we can collect any more collectibles or anything like that. So there are various collectibles, there's 3D models, and there's a comic book that you can collect by collecting the pages in nomenclature. What? 1 second. Stink. Right, so yeah, the comic book pages are scattered around all the different levels. There's one comic, but you'll find different pages in different levels and things like that. There are 3D models of weapons, monsters, bosses, characters, all the usual stuff. So there is reason to play the game, the levels over and over again because there's no way to control where you're going. It's all on rails. So if you miss something, if you miss a comic book page or anything like that, something, you can't just go back on yourself. You have to do the entire thing again because it's all on rails. So you have no choice but to do it again. Because I don't even know what that word means. Mescaline dreams. What? Flip the bird. So you get these things as well every so often. Save the civilian. I don't know what it is, how you fight. You can't type anything at these moments, but you get extra points if you take down the zombie or the zombies that are attacking the civilians. I don't know what they're doing in this house. It's nothing like that's ever explained, but it doesn't need to be explained. It's a House of the Dead game. They're weird, crazy B-movie type games, so it doesn't need to be explained. What have we got now? Desert Island. Out of the civilian. Ooh, yeah. Stabbing. J. Envious. Flee while you can. It does seem to be a little bit random as to whether it'll give you a short word. Like some of them are just bite, 4-letter words, and then you'll get crazy words that are multiple words long and also spelt weird. And they don't seem to be related to how difficult the enemies are. Sometimes you might get a short word if it's an enemy that's running towards you. It's not going to expect you to spell out a massive word if you've only got 2 seconds to write it. But in regards to 90% of them, where they're just shuffling towards you like a normal zombie, sometimes you have to write a long word, sometimes you have to write a short word.
We should have taken the stairs. Washington, you okay?
No, I am
Right,
not
next
okay,
part.
asshole.
We're in some kind of crazy basement now. Can't skip it. Okay. We've got plenty more zombies to shoot. Smash that tab button. Slow down. Aye. So even if you're a touch typist, or you can touch type, if you're if your hands are just slightly off, then you will type a lot of the wrong words, or a lot of the wrong letters. And that kind of adds to the stress of it all. If you're missing letters, like I just did there, if you're missing letters, then you start getting stressed, and chances are you miss more letters. Oh, what? Shaden? I don't even know. For E-U-D. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so it can throw crazy words at you that not a chance.
Mother, these guys ain't human. I never seen this kind of crazy shit before.
All right, so what's the game plan? You restrain the subject, and I'll lead an interrogation?
I do actually find the game more enjoyable than the House of the Dead. It's just, it adds to the just crazy nature of the game in the whole, especially this version of the game, this Overkill. It's like, so the game's insane anyway. You know, that whole 70s B-movie blaxploitation thing. So it's insane anyway. But just typing and shooting things in the face just adds to the whole what is happening right now. Nature. Roasted. Toasted. Shredded. Baguette. Yes, civilian rescued.
Think we should tell him the elevator's out?
I say we let
Smash
him
that
find
tab
out for
button,
himself.
see if we can collect any comment pages or slowdowns or health would be nice.
A sadistic crime lord,
What's happening?
master of a perverse science.
My darling Jasper.
Yeah, the narration's funny. It's worth watching the insane cutscenes just for the narration, but we'll skip it. Boss fight. So this is the end of each level, each B movie kind of thing. There's a boss fight, so we'll try and do this one without dying. Make your time. My cat hates you. Damn it. So you have to either just accept that you can't type fast enough, or just wait for the things that he's throwing at you, because you just have to hit one letter, and if you're in the middle of typing something and it's wanting you to type one letter, there's no chance. I don't want to type that yet. He's going to throw something. There we go, N. Your fault. Throw something. I misunderstood. There. Throw something? Yeah, there we go. Chuck it in. Throw something. M. Ah. Okay, so he's picking me up now.
Not so fucking clever now,
Love
are you,
my
bitch?
cat. Want to be loved. Is he gonna throw tough? Okay, he's throwing stuff at me now. Missed it. Oh well, I took 1 health, it's not doing too bad. Be able to take him down once he starts throwing stuff at me like normal again. You gonna start throwing stuff at me?
What in the motherfucking hell?
That's gonna pick me up again.
Just shoot it.
Oh, never mind.
Not so
Dog.
fucking clever now, are
Dog.
you, bitch?
Third ball. Yes! Boss down.
A family betrayed.
And we'll skip the final movie. Get to the rating, see what score we got. So at the end of each chapter kind of thing, each little B movie, it will not bad. It will rank you and tell you, you know, how accurate you were and how many letters you typed and all that stuff. Interesting stuff. I missed some of the. You can see in the centre of the screen as well the collectibles that are on each level. So I didn't find any comics, didn't find any records or posters, so fair enough. I didn't smash that tab key as much as I probably should have done. But that's The Typing of the Dead, Overkill.